No rest is cheddar to Reagan. The guard, the way I spit should be a sin. I'm a sensation.
Julian, what up, y'all? What the deal? What the deal?
No rest is cheddar to Reagan. The guard, the way I spit should be a sin. I'm a sensation. Eat a dick if you been hating. The only conversation
I'm in Cali, bro.
Nobody gave me shit. I got a hand over fist that made my situation lit. Taking risks, all crimes, fuck, make a wish. Full is how you.
I'm over here somewhere by the 605, the 10. Little mix right there. I'm right here at the 10.
educated. You think me and you adjacent, you hallucinating. Today's
Finally about to get on the freeway. Let me plug in this mic again so y'all can get some of this exhaust play. This guy right here, little Subaru, thought he could cut me off. Alright. Remember that car. Catch up with his ass right now. Appreciate you, bro. It's the Porsche we're in right now is Porsche Macan S. We're in a Porsche Macan S. Yeah, this is live, bro. It's live. It's live. We're live. It's live. I just plugged in my my mic, but yeah, we're live. No pre-recording. This is live. Money and power. We want the money and power. We want the money and power. Yeah. So I was trying to do a little recording before it got too hot out here.
Better have my money, I don't sponsor coke parties. Back and forth on the internet, y'all niggas broke probably. Black Sopranos, we get into that, y'all getting smoked probably. Yeah, got me ducked off in the birds, my neighbors could probably tell it I'm a rapper. Dog pads in these purples, I'm ballin', but bitches think I'm playing tackle. All these bricks came with a car, I got 100 coming from Seattle. Like the flea market, dude, I really sold it all. You know a nigga used to dabble, you know. Chain watch, ring, 2 houses. Gold yard stuff, few outfits.
Oh, you like that map on my third screen? What, this right here? You like that? The third screen.
I like to fuck on both knees. Got a couple of trophies, who don't fuck with lanes, they call y'all. Yeah, go ahead, nigga, drop your favorite disc. You do that, then you got to make the list. How your hood so hot it make you sick. Y'all niggas can't even stop to take a pic. And I don't care what time of day.
I mean, you could change it too. Watch, look, I can change it.
And if you bitch up, I'ma take a fix. I'm shaking coins for the cardio, yeah. I feel like I'm Super Mario, yeah.
I just keep it on that screen though.
It sound like we having a party in here. We want the money and power.
Money and power. Money and power. We want the fucking traffic shit. Hold on. I thought I left early enough to miss all this bullshit.
Nigga, I ain't never seen them in the bank. I ain't got no service overseas. They be trying to calculate my receipts. I'm going gold yard for the week. I ain't gon' front. My niggas got braids, but lately my niggas been going legit. I'm holding it down for the ones who didn't. Keep talking about he going on a mission. Hey. I'm rich. I just been thanking my fans. I send them some hugs and some kisses. I'm at the table with labels. I tell them we cool as long as they know their position. We want the
money and power.
We want the money and power. We want the money and power. We want the money and power. Give me the money and power. We want the money and power. I need the money and power. Yeah, nigga.
All the mods. I don't really have any mods on here. To be honest with you, I don't.
Fuck y'all niggas on.
I bought my Porsche like this from the dealership. So I just got sports mode on here. I don't have like the chrono package or nothing like that. I don't have I got sport exhaust. I got sport exhaust on here. That's it. I probably got some, well, I know I do. I got some sport filters. I put the sports filters in myself, but that's it. I don't have a stage tune. I don't have no tuning. I don't have no downpipes. It's like stock, pretty much. Nah, bro. It's not modded. It's not modded at all. You know, it's just a sport. It's a sport. It's not just a Macan. It's a Macan S. So it's not a base. This is not a base Macan. You know, if that's what you asking, it's not a base. This is not a base. This is not a base car. Yeah, 100%, bro. Something. I don't know if you can something. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can still hear me, but you're right about the warranty. If you mod any Porsche, I don't know how they do it for BMW or Mercedes Benz or any other dealership, right? But I know for Porsche, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me. My fault, my connection went out. My fault about that. Let me know if you can still hear me, man. But the thing about what you just said about the warranty is right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Bet. You're 100% right about the warranty. I just left Porsche actually because I was looking for. It's a crazy story. If you look on my bio, I'm about to try to get the GT3, right? GT3, GT3 RS. That was my whole get down. I went to the dealer yesterday. He said he didn't want to be recorded, but I recorded like some of it, right? But he was like, bro, instead of spending like $250,000 on a car, you can literally spend 100 grand or maybe even 75 to 80 grand and get a GTS, right? So now I've been looking at the GTSs and they're not that bad. Yeah, it's not a GT3. The hype is on GT3, right? Understand, but you don't have to get a $250,000 car, right? And it's about to be your pocket too. So I'm really like spending 100,000 walking out the door if I get a used one, right? And I'd rather just kind of rock with that, but at the same time, if I mod it or do anything, the warranty is not going to be valid for Porsche. 100%. You are 100% right about that. If you mod your car in any type of way, Porsche will red flag it in the system and your warranty won't be valid anymore. So every time, if you do mod your car, every time you go into Porsche, you have to take that shit off of your car before you bring it into Porsche so you don't get red flagged. You know? And then talking to the guy from Porsche, like when I got off of live, like we were still talking, he was like, bro, why don't you come work for Porsche? He was like, if you come work for Porsche, they'll give you a Porsche to drive. I mean, they're not gonna give it to you, they're gonna lease it to you, but you could lease any Porsche on the dealership, right? And it's still like a lease agreement, whatever. You know, you don't get no special shit. I guess just because you're a worker, you get like something special. But as far as the miles and all of that, you don't get nothing special off of that. But he was like, bro, if you really want to just upgrade yourself, why don't you just work for Porsche? And I'm like, I would never go to work. I mean, I would go to work, but I want to drive a car. You know what I mean? But let me tell you this also. He also said, and this was off camera, because he was like, now I see why he said like, yo, I don't want to be recorded. But he also said like, yo, you don't have to come through Porsche. He was like, you can go through a private dealer and get the car through a private dealer and bring the car to Porsche and pay, he said $599, like $6 something, to get it inspected, to get it all clear, and you could get it certified with $600 going through Porsche. So now I'm kind of like, damn, if I find a private seller and they're selling a GTS for fucking 70 grand, you know what I mean? Like out the door, probably got like 20,000 miles on it. If I take it to Porsche and it all passes, I just got a GTS for 70 grand without all the like, you know, BS on the back end. That sounds really good too now. You know what I mean? What do you mean job or business? Oh no, a job, like me actually working for Porsche, like come to work, clock in, working for Porsche, like selling cars for Porsche. But you would get to like lease their cars. You know what I mean? You still have to pay your monthly, but you could lease their car. I don't know really what the difference is for me leasing a car right now with me not working for them and me still having to pay, you know, the monthly payment. I don't know the difference, but I guess that's cool. You know what I mean? Let me see. Hold on, let me see if I can put this up here. I don't know, for some reason the phone was really hot and it wasn't letting me I don't know, it lost service or some shit. I don't know how that shit just happens, but hopefully this is not gonna do it again. Maybe if I hold on here. Let me see if I can move this up. Maybe if I move this up. I think that'd be better. Reliability on the GT3, he said no. He said for a 2016 on like a GT3, he said them shits is not reliable. He said a GT3 RS is reliable. But again, you shouldn't have to spend like 100 grand. You see what I'm saying? So, hold on here. Let me fix this shit real quick. There. That should be better. Reliability on the GTS, he said was good too. He said he would get a GTS over a GT3 any day, but if you could get a GT3 RS, hell yeah, get it. But yeah, he was like a GTS is better than a GT3. So it really definitely got me looking for a GTS now. You know what I mean? Like literally, like that's like what I'm kind of gunning for now. But let's see if we could crack this. I'm about to get on some open freeway. Let's see if we can rock this out a little bit. Hold on here. Let me see here. Fucking might go. Oh, you know what? I'm not. Okay, so I seen before I plugged the mic in, I seen a couple of Lexuses that, you know, they look appealing. They look appealing. But again, I've never driven a Lexus ever. I've never driven a Lexus. Literally, I don't know if you've seen my story. I don't know if you've seen my story, but literally just bought a EQE 350 the other day. And it's electric. You know, I'm not even really into electric cars, but I bought it for my girl. So, you know, that's my first adventure off even into electric, you know what I mean? Because I'm not even into that. So the Lexus, I definitely wouldn't know. Yeah, it's on my you know what? It's not on my page. I'm gonna load it. I'm gonna load it when I get to the house. But yeah, got her EQE the other day. My first car was a BMW. My first car was a BMW. My first car was a BMW. Is a 525i. A 525i BMW. That was my first car. And then I kind of went like up and down with cars. It was a 525i, and then way back, and then after that, it had like I got a lot of miles on it. It had like 100 and something odd miles on it. And then I had a Benz, it was a Benz coupe. I forget the year, but I had a Benz coupe, a white one, and that one just had a whole bunch of tickets because I just did some stupid shit to it. I had limo tint on there, and I had a crazy ass drop down system on there that was like touch screen. I mean, it was a crazy system. I had mad tickets on that. I had to give that up. And then I just kind of bumped around. I know I had a Saturn. I don't know if you remember what a Saturn was, but I had a Saturn back in the day too. It was like a gold color Saturn. I had a Honda Civic. That one got totaled in the rain. I hydroplaned and hit. I was with my friend at the time, and it was raining. I remember. I was in Long Beach, and it was raining hard as hell. And my car hydroplaned, and it hit the divider. Like the back end of the car hit the divider. Like the trunk hit the divider, and my homeboy hit his head on the glass. He had stitches all in his face. We slid off the freeway. I remember that shit. So I had a couple of cars. Yeah, I had a couple of cars. Yeah. And then I've driven a couple of cars too, but I don't think that really counts because I've never had them in my possession. Like pink slip, like it's my car. Like, you know what I mean? I think we all could drive different cars, you know what I mean? But I drove a whole bunch of 911s, 991s, 992s, and then like BMWs. I drove a whole bunch of those, and it was only right that I did that because I was with my little brother, and he had like some type of it was like an auto show where you could drive Benzes and BMWs, but we didn't have the little wristbands for Porsche. And I remember my brother was like, man, let's just go ask him. And so we went to go ask the dude on the Porsche side. And he was like, yeah, man, come on. Yeah, come drive. And we were driving all the Porsches. I think that's when I fell in love with Porsche, period. I was like, oh yeah, these cars are crazy. Yeah, I think my first car that I drove as a Porsche was a Carrera S. So yeah, it's a 911 Carrera S. I got a job. Yeah, I got a job, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I got a job, man. So that's literally how I can afford it. But I'm really trying to just be full-time YouTube, to be honest with you. So I'm really trying to work that out. You know, that's a journey in itself. Yeah. Where you at right now? What state you in right now? Oh, NYC. I love New York. You know, I went to New York not too long ago, a couple of years ago. I went to Brooklyn, man. I love Brooklyn. I love the weekend in NYC because that's when all the sales are. You want a sale? You go shopping on like Friday to Sunday. because everything comes off the boat on Monday into the stores. Everything is like half off on the weekend. Shopping is ridiculous like in NYC. I love it. Hold on. YouTube is rewarding, but for full time. Hold on, because I'm driving and shit. I'm trying to read it. Oh, the risk for full time is too much? Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. You really got to be doing something on YouTube, like for some full-time shit. I dig it, man, for real. You know what I mean? It's not something that's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this like for life. You know what I mean? You really, like, some people are meant to do YouTube, and some people just ain't. You know what I mean? So, but it's persistence, man. You got to be persistent. You know what I mean? Persistence is the key, man. If you ain't persistent, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is, we got some open roads. So let me just go ahead and throw in this mic real quick. Throw in this mic real quick for you, man, for a little bit, man. Let's see what we can do here. Hold on.
in the butter.
Oh yeah, pardon me, sister. I slept with your sister.
G.O.D. wasn't all right. I left and I dissed the stupid. That's right.
Chin chin chin.
Spending all the butters. You could be my go-get man. Go get my Duchess. Go get my luggage. Rolling and puffing in that big ass house. I ain't written, I own it, I love it.
Catherine Watts Group. I'm not you. Cop 2.
Battery actually bred. Only charger that I'm popping when my battery dead. It had to be said. Gunshots, that'll be lead for your ass. Funeral beat, that'll be dead. They love them. I can read your palms. Like, baby, don't be alarmed. Fuck Vietnam. Big set, we the wrong. From my grandmother, tops of rolling. Y'all cannot control me. Getting rock by hood, I'm getting guacamole. I'm the hockey goalie. Ice, y'all action police. Wanna treat me like Billy Joel. Rock and roll. Cause I'm icy, mom. Nike's the pricey, they like me, I'm hypey. What you in? Station that's an R class. That car trash. Ain't a $250,000, you can just R-ass.
This is Ruger Rap. I make the hardest music. I'm on that crack, PCP, and Roman fluid. Ratchet right here. Yeah, I know how to use it. Know what I do when I use it. Bringing that funeral music. Ruger.
Try to find my shit real quick. Trying to get all my shit right. Go. Alright, I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm gonna walk the dog in a minute.